Okay, the fact that this jacket is on here, that's not cool. Hey, what's going on, you guys? I'm gonna turn this. Oh, and then now this is gonna be in the shot. Damn it! I was recording today, so all of my equipment is like everywhere. Um, hello. Oh gosh, I always get alerts for myself. It's funny. Hey guys, how are you? I'm all right. How are you guys doing? How you doing? So, let me see something. In recent, why the hell? Okay, there we go. In recent, well, I think in like the last week or so, I've been talking about this song that I've been like trying to do with another artist. She's a rapper. So today I was kind of working on it. Um, okay, first of all, it's playing in the background. Let me stop. And so that's what I've been kind of working on, and also I've been seeing about what I can do for the rest of this EP because there's a lot of issues going on right now, a lot of unseen, like a lot of like issues that we didn't notice before. I gotta go back, record some things, gotta make it right, you know. So I haven't posted because of that. Also, because my work schedule was a little bit weird this weekend. Just all in all, it's been kind of a busy week. So that's why you didn't get anything from me last week. Um, let's see what else. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm planning on putting up a video tomorrow, so don't worry. There will be there will be something up tomorrow. I'm going to attempt to post it before I leave. Well, I'm gonna do the upload. I might do it tonight. I might do it tonight after I get off of this. Um, but I did listen to Nicki's two new songs, Barbie Tings and Chun Li, and that is the video that's going up tomorrow. Um, I am going to watch Tinashe's performance tomorrow. I have a longer shift that I'm doing, so probably not going to be able to record it tomorrow, or I might. I don't know, depending on how when I get home. Because it's hard to record when my brother is in here, so I literally can't like record when he's there. So there's that. Okay, we also have if you don't have it now, if you haven't listened to it yet, listen to Need You. It's on iTunes and Spotify and all of that. So yeah, give it a listen, see what you think about it. It's the first single from the EP. Okay, see if I can. Okay. Um, Justin. Justin, you were upstairs all this time. All of a sudden, you want to come downstairs? What? Anyway, always. Yes, always. Uh, can't have peace. Um, so there's that. Okay. I've been a lot more active on Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, go ahead and follow it. It's at Christian Lamar underscore. It's in like every single one of my videos. I should have put it in the description of this, but as of right now, I can't change it. So I'll change it afterwards. So yeah, there's that. Other than that, it's just been a little bit hectic. I've been dealing with a whole bunch of stuff too, personal stuff that is non-disclosable right now. Okay. Now, um over the weekend we had what? Coachella. Okay, we had the first. Well, I don't even know how Coachella works. I just know that people are out in the desert for like it seems a whole entire week or something, It's ridiculous. Okay, and we saw Beyonce's performance. Is what everybody was waiting for. That's where half the people was probably there for, was for Beyonce to get on the stage and kill it, which she did. Okay, I loved that performance. It was just, and it was like 2 hours. I was like, girl, it wasn't even just a, it wasn't a set or a performance. It was a whole concert. Okay, she gave you everything: vocals, dance, choreography. Okay, stage presence, like she always does. But this, it was really cool that she included it wasn't her whole discography. Now it was like, it was still like songs that everybody knew. Like it was still like major songs, but her discography is like, it's like more than that. But at the same time, it was still a good amount of her songs that she performed. It was good. It was really good, and she gave you a little bit of everything too. She even had one part where she broke it down and started doing some opera. I said yes. I was like, show them your versatility. That's what I really love in a vocalist, is versatility. Literally, Beyonce can sing anything and it would sound good. It doesn't make any sense. Yet you have some people on here who act like she's just, oh, she's a good performer, and she dances around and she's cute, but she's no singer like an Adele. I said, oh, please. Y'all want to go there. Y'all don't want to go there. First of all, I'm not crazy about Adele as a singer anyway, but let's just put that to the side. There is no way that she could ever. Okay, I mean, no. And the fact that she was dancing majority of the time, like, come on. Uh, I like that she made it so black. And we know Coachella is known for being like completely like dominated by white people. I mean, it's no, like, obviously that's no offense, but I'm just saying that it's the truth. There ain't no hardly any black people going out to hang out in the desert like that. It's only become a little bit popular the more like rap artists and stuff who have gone out there, but for the most part, it's mostly white. It's mostly white, or people, or white people would think they're black. But I love that she made it so, so um just Afrocentric. I just loved how Afrocentric the whole entire performance was. Like, she had the marching band and the step and I think the frat or something from the like the references is just great from like from the historically black colleges and all of that stuff. It was just great. It was good. I loved it. I even and sometimes, you watch performances and you don't really pay too much attention to like the side people, like the dancers or the band or whatever, too much. I usually do, but when it comes to Beyonce, she has such like a huge like ensemble. I usually kind of get lost in it. I just pay attention to her. But I was even in like I was even captured by the steps, the step, like the guys who were stepping. I was even captured by that. It was cool too. I thought that was really nice. Um, and everybody was just going crazy. It was great. Um, all the dances, the bugaboos. Yeah, yeah, that was cool too. I like that she had that in kind of inclusion. And of course, we had, Kelly and Michelle, Sister Michelle, come out there. I always have to say Sister Michelle. I don't know why. Every single time it always has to be Sister Michelle. Um, but yeah, so she brought them out and they did a couple of songs. I thought that was Kelly was living. She was on it on that stage. I loved her hair. Her body looked amazing. She was just going in, and of course everybody was being shady as hell and being like, "Oh, don't mess it up, Michelle." I'm like, Michelle is fine. Okay, Michelle was fine. She actually, did her thing. I love that they kind of redid not redid, but they, kind of did something different with the Say My Name, in that, Beyonce wasn't the only one singing. Kelly and Michelle also had points to sing, because obviously the song originally was written and it was just like kind of Beyonce, but she fit Michelle and Kelly in there too. They came out with the Can You Keep Up? Lose my breath, lose my breath. Listen, I that's probably one of my favorite Destiny's Child songs. I wish they did more, but at least it started with Michelle. You can't make me say, oh. Okay, let me stop. Someone said Kelly's hair did more than Jay Z. Listen, when Jay Z came on, I was just like, he better get it together before this On the Run tour too. Okay, is it already? No, it's about to take off now, like soon, right? Like next month or something. He better get it together because that stage presence was kind of lacking. Yeah, he was out of breath. But I mean, I get, being around Beyonce, you got to be on point. You got to get it together. Um, I don't know. I was so hype about their NSYNC. Right, they were so in sync when Michelle and Kelly came out. Each, but all three of them were on the same foot. That's when you know you're a group, and that's why I always go in on Fifth Harmony because whenever they came out together and they would have to walk out, they were all on different feet. Camila, she on her right foot, and Normani and Dinah on their left. Just like it was but DC, they came out left, right, left, right. I said, oh yes. There's just something, I don't know, just something really like uh just captivating about a good walk and a good like synchronized walk. But they did that. They did that was good. I love when excuse me, I don't know why like my throat. Hold on, just some okay. I loved when she bought Solange out. Solange killed it. The drop down low, get the flow with it. I said, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, yeah. She said, "Welcome, my sister." I was like, "Solange is here." Solange, I was paying more attention to Solange during that part than B. I was like, okay. I was like, let's not forget who used to be Destiny's Child background dancer. But a lot of people seem to forget that Solange can actually really dance. And I thought it was really, really cute. It was like them like being young again. You could tell that the two of them were really having fun. Because it was like they were like, like teenagers again, just hanging out at the park and dancing to like with a boombox or something. I thought it was really, really nice. I thought it was cool. B's last outfit was tore up. Um, we're not gonna talk about that. She had to, cover the titty. She didn't want to, she didn't want to happen at this thing. What happened to, you know. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that because that's a crap showing. Is you know what I'm talking about, Janet Jackson. Um, but yeah, so yeah, Solange, I wish that she put out some more like, really good like dance tracks or something. I don't know. I know that she's like she has her own like style and stuff, but it'd be cool to see more of Solange dancing. I don't know if she excuse me, I don't know if she does it that much for her own music. But I really love that. That was probably one of my favorite parts of that. And it was unexpected too. I didn't know she was gonna come out there. That was also good. I had a feeling that DC was going to come out, so I wasn't completely surprised, but I also did y'all. There was somebody who was disappointed. Oh, why didn't they bring Latavia and Latoya? Right, okay, see, I just saw it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Somebody was disappointed. I'm like, that damn well that she was not bringing out the other two. Oh, you knew she wasn't bringing out the Latavia and Latoya. Please. The people really thought that they were going to bring out them. No, man, no, absolutely not. Bye. I knew they weren't bringing them out because Destiny's Child is Destiny's Child, Kelly, Michelle, and Beyonce. That's how it's been. Why not Farrah while we're at it? Because Farrah needs to get her life together. Yeah, so I mean, they could have done it, but I feel like, it is what it is. We got Destiny's Child. It is what it is. What were they really gonna do? What were they really gonna do? Blue Ivy should have came out as a Miller Major at doing some dance steps. Blue Ivy was too busy telling everybody else in the back what to do. We know who's really running the show. We know that like Beyonce and Jay Z have no complete control over anything. Blue Ivy is literally like the head of the family. Let's be clear about that. She has to keep everybody in check. Hell yeah, no. Blue Ivy calls the shots. That girl is gonna be something when she gets older. I'm just telling you right now. She has so much personality already. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Let's go. The swag surf though. Oh yes. I loved the background dancers. Like they really like worked their asses off in order to get all the steps good and right and stuff. Although I did catch somebody slipping, and why it had to be the white girl on the side. Um, I wonder who is going to be the next female performer. That's a good part. The crowd was so dead though. No, I don't think that they were dead. Well, probably some of them were probably high. Actually, a lot of them were probably high, or drunk. But then drunk makes you. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is that they do filter out from like if you weren't also there, you were maybe they do filter out the crowd noises and stuff. Um, Oh yeah, I saw Rihanna in the right in the front, bitch. She was right in the front. She's like singing along and stuff. The crowd was full of white young hippies. What do we expect? True. They are not going to appreciate you know blackity black. Beyonce. No, they want to hear single ladies, and they want to hear irreplaceable and what's the other one? Hello, hello. They want to hear Halo and all that. They want to hear the stuff that was on Top 40 radio. Listen, that is not who she. She does that stuff, but at the same time, you know, the journals did not do any research. Clearly, did you see some of the articles? She did. No, it's funny. I think it's funny how people are calling it Beachella. Now we need to stop calling it Bay. Why do people say Bay? Her name is not Beyonce. It's Beyonce. Can we please stop calling her Bay? The Bay Hive, Baychella is B. Oh Jesus, she's Queen B. Okay, it's a play of the word, but it's not. That's how you know some of these people are not like actual like fans. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm a member of the Beehive of the Bayhive. I'm like, the who, the what? I'm not even a member of the Beehive, but at least I know what how it's pronounced. Like, come on now. No, I'm not Beehive, but I respect her. I'm a fan, and I respect her as a performer. As a now, the one thing I want to show to my audience, and I got my life. I love when people do that. Okay, when black artists bring black culture, real black culture, to an entirely white audience, that there's something to be said about that. There's something to be said about that. Now, one thing I do want to push on 1 second is people's reception. We had people going, a little bit crazy because Chance the Rapper and a few other people, they put out he tweeted out, Beyonce is the best performer to ever live. Now, oh yes, the Black National Anthem. She definitely killed that. I love that. Um, Now, when people start saying stuff like that, it gets other people upset because there were so many other performers, amazing performers. Um, no. See, now I'm going to have to check you in the comments. I don't agree. She is the best of this generation, is this era. I'll give her that. Of this era, I believe she is the greatest. Definitely, there's no other artist alive right now who can really match her in performance value and everything. Janet Jackson, she had her time. She still puts on amazing performances, but let's be honest, she's past her prime. Um, and she doesn't give vocals the same way that Beyonce gives vocals. But let's go back. Prince, MJ, I mean, even Aretha back in the day. I mean, there were Tina Turner, okay, all of those people who pretty much paved the well, who did pave the way for her. She uses them as a blueprint. She uses them as a blueprint in order to kind of make herself better. But let's not pretend like she did not get her not just sing or dance, but both. Right. I'm saying for now, yes. But you can't say that she is the greatest performer to have ever lived. That's when you step into other territory that you really should not be stepping into, because then it kind of makes it seem like all of these other performers that came before her that have laid the foundation for her for what she does today didn't exist or didn't actually do what they did or weren't as good as people, made them out to be, which they were. You cannot tell me that MJ was not one of the greatest performers to have ever lived. One of. Let's be completely clear about that. Okay. And Beyonce does take a lot from these previous artists and puts those in here. Yes, Beyonce always acknowledges those who came before her. So, why is it that a lot of her stands, because the fans know exactly what it is. It's the stands and the stand culture that I really cannot get behind. Okay. Why is it that they are the other, like, they are ones who don't get, they don't respect those who came before? When you're technically, you know, they are your fave's fave. Like, if you love Beyonce so much, guess what? Beyonce's fave include, you know, Michael and Janet and Tina. Okay, a lot of them, James Brown. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people that she looks up to as artists, as performers, and you can't just say that, oh, she's the greatest performer to have ever lived when she's not. Let's be completely clear about that. Let's be completely clear. She puts on amazing shows, and she's definitely unmatched all over the world right now. Definitely unmatched. Definitely, and part of that is because of her overall success, and she's able to put on these huge shows with these like big marching bands and big dance ensembles and stuff, because she now has the funds to do so. But let's be completely clear, there are other people who are doing it, but at a smaller scale. Um, right. Legends are legends. Yeah. We we always have to compare though. That's always a thing. It's always a thing to have to compare, but I think that legends are kind of off limits unless your name is Elvis. Okay, I'm sorry guys. If you're an Elvis fan, I'm not really that sorry, but I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. He appropriated the hell out of everybody's culture and capitalized on it, and we're just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna move on. But I'm saying, honestly, legends should be left alone, especially if they've passed. But just because Beyonce is better doesn't mean MJ sucks. Um, there was, I've never seen Elvis's appeal anyway, either, but we're not gonna stay on that. Someone said, and just because Beyonce is better doesn't mean MJ sucks. Oh. Okay, but let's be clear about the fact that Beyonce, yes, she has now gotten to a point where her vocals are, great. Her dancing is great. Everything is great. She's like an all-around performer. Great. But here's the thing. She capitalized on the fact that you know, she grew over time. Let's be clear about the fact that her performances are better now than they were or they have been in the past, when she was in Destiny's Child, when she was still growing, when she was still learning, when she was still using those other people as foundation, as the using their blueprints. Um, she has now been able to kind of combine the likes of all of those different artists. One over here may be better at vocals, one over here may be better at dancing, one over here may be better at just the performance value, one over here with visuals. She was able to kind of combine them together and make it her own. And that's the reason why she stands out among a lot of these other performers that came before her. But let's not discount and discredit them. They are the reason why she is who she is. And we cannot. True, true, yes. However, I'm still saying you can't do that. You can't say that she's of a slippery slope because it's out of respect. And that's the main thing. Regardless of if you think that she's better or not, to say it means to discredit those who came before her, and that is just disrespectful. Because all of the hard work that they put in, yeah, she put in a lot of hard work too. They put in a whole lot more because they had to go through they had to kind of go through a more broken system than it is now. The system, the industry was kind of way more broken back then, and it was a lot harder for you to get yourself noticed. Now with social media and everything else, it's like, you know, true, it is. That's why you really honestly shouldn't. Other artist looks lazy. I will say MJ is the greatest artist ever. As everyone was admired by James Brown. Wouldn't make sense. I always say he's one of the greatest artists. See, there's a difference. You can say that she is one of the greatest performers to have ever lived. That's great. The one of makes the context different, and it makes it a little bit more acceptable to most. In my opinion, you shouldn't say that they are the greatest. No, 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 no. Because there's always going to be somebody who is better. Number one, and number two, it is kind of disrespectful to say that when there are people who came before who were doing that like way before they ever came around, and they're the reason why they're doing what they're doing, and the reason why they are who they are. James Brown was not pop though. And see, this is the thing. I don't know why we generalize pop as like a type of style of music. It's really not. And that's the one of the biggest misconceptions of music. Pop is whatever's popping. Pop is whatever everybody is doing, whatever is popular. That's why it's called pop, guys. It's whatever style is popular at any given time. That's what pop music is. Um, so if everybody is doing R&B or trap or something like at any given time, that can be considered pop music. That's the reason why you have artists like the Migos and artists like Cardi B who have who have like songs in the top 40 pop charts. That's what it is. But because I was confused. Yeah, everybody thinks that pop has this distinctive sound. It doesn't, because it's not actually a real style of music. It is a genre, but it's more of like a combination of different genres because it's whatever is popular at any given time. At one point, everybody was doing EDM, and that was considered pop. Now everybody is kind of doing this mixture of like funk R&B and like I don't know dance house music, and that's like considered pop. I mean, it's just always a different definition because you can go down the pop charts right now, and I can tell you that almost every song will have a different style to it, and that's just like kind of how it is. Um, but yeah, that's honestly the true definition of pop. I'm surprised that more people don't know that. Like everybody's always like, "Oh, they have such a poppy sound." I'm like, "What do you mean a poppy song? Do you mean like what's popular right now, or do you mean like that kind of bubblegum sounding music that you know like dance club music?" Somebody, oh, hold on, guys. Okay. So, yes, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar, who won a Pulitzer for his album Damn. That's actually great. That means it was very well written. That means that they acknowledged it as a form of literature. That's great. Honestly, that's great. Uh, was it the album or was it just the song? Justin, you need to stop doing that. No, I see him. Look behind you. I see him. What do you need?
I think you're done. Can you play for me? Where? What? Please?
Get out of the camera.
Okay, please.
Yes, Justin. No, okay, that's great. Oh my gosh, that's good. That means that yeah, that's honestly like amazing. Especially for a black artist, a black, black authors, black writers in general hardly ever get Pulitzers. Okay, so the fact that he is able to do it and he's first non-jazz or classical music awarded. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. What's a Pulitzer? Pulitzer is a prize for literature, like forms of literature. Like, so if you wrote a song, or if you're like write like articles, or what the hell? No. Yep, one of the highest literature awards. So any author, even higher than those whack ass Grammys. Yeah, yeah. No, the Pulitzer has kind of been around. Has it been around longer? I think it's been around longer than the Grammys. Pulitzer has been around for a very long time because I mean, literature was celebrated more than music. Yeah, it's great. Damn, my friend is talking to me about Pokemon right now. Oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to get on TV shows that I'm obsessed with. In the last live stream, was it the last live stream or the last one that I did in my house? Um, hey Justin, can you turn off the fan? I don't feel like getting up. I did my hit exercises today. Can you turn off the fan? The middle one. Thank you. Because I feel like that's probably like in the background. Um, it's quieter. Thank you. Um, yeah. So I was supposed to be talking about like TV shows too that I'm like obsessed with. Because somebody asked me in the other one, and we started talking a lot about it. Um, and I had mentioned the show called Kolioko, and nobody knew what the hell I was talking about. And then I also mentioned, did I mention Witch? No, I didn't mention Witch, but I'm mentioning it now. Um, but yeah, so let's hop into another topic that's not music related because I talk about music so much. Sometimes I do get tired of it. Um, okay, so what are your like I don't want to say favorite show, but what show can you watch over and over and over without getting tired of it? Let me know. Like I said in my last live stream, my favorite show of all time is probably Kolioko. It's an old animated TV show. I used to watch it when I was like 12 or no, I was younger than that. I was like like 8 or 9 or something when that show came out. And for first of all, the characters they all have big ass heads, like huge ass foreheads. But like that didn't to me, I didn't really care about that. I just liked the animated aspect of it. I liked how they would fight in this like virtual world, and yeah, they would fight in this virtual world. And when they went to the virtual world, it was like 3D animation, and in their world it was like regular 2D animation, like anime. It was really cool. I liked it. So I see Atlanta on FX. I wanted to see that. I haven't gotten a chance to see that yet. That's what Donald Glover. I want to call him Childish Gambino. Um, Moesha, I see Family Matters, Hannah Montana, Hey Arnold, Zoo, Living Single in the original. Girl, I stopped watching. I stopped watching the originals after a second season. I got so sick of the storyline, that and the Vampire Diaries. I just gave up. I'm not even the person who likes like vampires and werewolves and all that bull crap. I wasn't crazy about it to begin with, but I watched it because one of my friends did, and I kind of got into a couple of the characters. But after a while, it was just redundant. I really just kind of just gave up on it. Oh, I loved Hey Arnold. Um, Love Triangle storyline. I was done. Oh yeah, with who the hell are their names again? Elena or Elena, Damon, and what was the other brother's name? That's a shame. I don't know. That's how forgettable the Stefan. There we go. Elena, Damon, and Stefan. I knew Damon because um why? Probably because I followed him in the other stuff too, the actor. But yeah, so Stefan, Elena, and I was so done. I liked what Catherine. Yo, which the first season when Catherine came around, obviously it was still Nino Dobrev playing Catherine, but I wouldn't have cared if Elena died. Just keep Catherine because she was badass. I loved her, and and then she was the supreme. Yes, I actually loved Cat. I loved Catherine. Uh, Whenever she was around, you just knew that it was gonna be good. But she also had like a good backstory too. She like really went through like a lot of like struggle, like losing her baby and all the stuff that like she went through. Or was it her losing her baby, or was it her mother losing her? I can't remember now, but I think she did lose a baby. She lost a child, something like that. But I preferred like Catherine. Like if we're talking like all doppelgangers, I preferred Catherine. To me, she was like Catherine Pierce, and she was originally Katarina. Um, but yeah, I liked her a lot more, and I also liked Bonnie. I checked out of the Vampire Diaries when they decided that they were going to have Bonnie die or go to this other world or something and be unconscious, and Elena be alive, and then Elena switches place with Bonnie. And I'm just like, what the heck? So like neither one of them can actually be conscious at the same time. It's just needy and narcissistic. Yeah, I didn't like Elena because I just it it's a shame that Elena was literally like the main like character and she was the most boring. Hell, I liked Caroline more than fucking Elena. Okay, Caroline had more like I don't know. She just had more. And then I liked her romances. Like she was with the werewolf guy, and then she was with Klaus, which I actually kind of prefer her with Klaus. I just liked how, he was so like evil, but like he had kind of a soft spot for Caroline. But anyway, moving on from that. Um, Moving on from that, I don't want to talk about that show anymore. Elena is the Tori Vega of VP of Victorious. It's funny you say that because everybody has been saying for years that Elena looks like Victoria Justice. Victoria freaking does. Listen, and when I first saw the Vampire Diaries, I didn't know like who Nina Dobrev was. So when I saw her, I'm like, is that Victoria Justice? I was like, oh wait, no, it says Nina Dobrev. I'm like, they look way too alike. And somebody was saying too that they would because people thought that Nina Dobrev was leaving the Vampire Diaries, and so they were like, oh, well, just replace her with Victoria Justice. It'll be okay. No one will notice. I'm like, come on now, but they do look alike. But I think Elena to me looks like a little bit prettier. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that her features. I don't know. I don't know. Um, Let me see. Vampire. Wait. Why stars really making the most boring main female characters and give them all the hot men? True. True. It is. It's actually very true. Did you see Black Lightning yet? Yes, I did. I did see Black Lightning the last couple of episodes that I missed, I did see them. I was on my way to the studio actually, and I was able to watch it on the way. And oh my god! So first of all, let's talk about the fact that this one chick over here, the vice principal, she's really evil. So spoilers. Oh, that's too late. But yeah, spoilers. She's actually like working with the ASA and some crap. And I'm like, girl, come on. Last week's episode did not feel like an hour. I know it didn't because so much stuff was happening because they're really trying to set up for this this finale. And I'm like, damn, first of all, why is it already over? I'm ready for some more. Oh, haircut. Oh, thank you. I did a little something. I can't do that much with this hair. It's like extra thick, but it is what it is. It naturally goes like this. Like I try to put over here, but somehow it just ends up like curving to the side like this. So I'm just like, okay, well, let's make it a style. During the day, it's like down here more, and I kind of have like a bang situation, but then like because it's so thick, it just goes right back up. So I'm just like, leave it. It's fine. Nobody's really paying attention to that. Um, Why'd they put that wig on Khalil's head? I know, right? And then you had some idiot say, "Oh, he must gonna like they must gonna make him Static Shock." I'm like, stop it with the Static Shock thing. Okay, stop it. I will be fine if they don't put Static Shock in the damn show. Why? Because we have so many Lightning based characters already. We have Lightning, we have Black Lightning, and then people are like, "Oh, so stupid that she's called Lightning." I mean, her father is Black Lightning. I'm like, it is what it is. It's how the characters were written. I mean, what do you want? But I'd be okay if Static Shock doesn't come through. Everybody wants Static because they know the character a lot more. Because you see a lot of people from my generation and the generation that came a little bit after, like around my age group. A lot of those people are watching Black Lightning, and most of them know who Static Shock is, and most of them don't know who the hell Black Lightning is because they watched the Static Shock TV show. And by around that time, there was no Black Lightning. Black Lightning did not have any comics going on at the time, and it definitely didn't have a show. Had a couple of appearances in the Justice League show, but like it, there wasn't really much to go on. So most people didn't even know who Black Lightning was when the show came about. They're like, "Oh, it's like a copy of a Static Shock." I'm like, "No, Black Lightning was the first like Black DC hero, I believe." Yeah, so he was back in like the 60s, 70s, something like that. Static Shock didn't come around until like the 90s. The comics started, I think. Well, no, the show came first, I think, and then they made the comics, Dakota Comics or something. I don't know how it went. All I know is that Static Shock came much later, and everybody knows Static Shock if they can't grew up around my time. So they're like thirsty for Static Shock because they know that Static Shock is kind of in the universe at this like was kind of added to the universe. But honestly, I feel like it would be fine if it, you know, I'm happy he's not the Static. He doesn't look like him. They need to someone with real dreads. Thank you. But then again, let's be clear. Not every single black boy with dreads can play Static Shock. Let's be clear about that. Okay, there was a whole bunch of like because I follow the hashtag Black Lightning on Instagram, and they always post like, "Oh, this person can play Static. This person is a great actor that can play Static." First of all, two of them were light skinned, and one of them had oh god, one of them had a whole bunch of tattoos on their face, and I'm just like, how does that work? And it's Khalil anyway. His name needs to be Virgil Hawkins. Okay, his name needs to be Virgil, and we need to be clear about that. Can we please stick to the script and the storylines? They need a great dark skinned cute actor. Yes. And I don't know who it's going to be at this point because I don't even know any. Do we know any like dark skin like teenage actors like dark skinned teenage boy like male actors? I don't know. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any. The actress from Moonlight. True. True. Yeah. No. Yeah. Thank you. But can they? Aren't they? Aren't they older? No. 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 That played part Tyrone on part two of the movie. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe give some new talent a chance too. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what they do. If they decide to put Static in there, okay, fine, but make it good. Make it good. Don't just throw him in there because you know everybody wants him. Like that's stupid. Anyway, moving. He was in Chloe and Halle's music film. Oh. Okay, I didn't actually see that. Next. So I like that Jennifer, her powers kind of came alive. He attacked the school. Crazy Khalil attacked the school to get Black Lightning's attention. They went up in there, they fought, whatever. Black Lightning, he pretty much died, but then Jennifer was able to bring him back to life with her powers. That's awesome. If Beyonce can find all these black artists and pay them, Hollywood has no excuse. They don't. They don't. There's so much black talent out here. So many people of color who have talent and are not catching breaks because Hollywood is trash because they don't want to hire black, like actual black, like blackity black, like darker than me. Like they will hire people of my skin tone, but not anybody who's darker majority of the time, unless there is somebody of color who is actually in charge. I think the vice principal is going to die. I hope she does. Let me stop. That's horrible. I feel like she didn't really want to come against um, Jeff. And that's probably well, I don't know if she's in love with him or not, but she respects him as a person and what he's done for the school and stuff and the kids. And I feel like she genuinely cares. Like, and that's the reason why she was fighting so hard to try and get a handle on the situation. Um, After she saw that there was that Black Lightning, they did the hologram. I thought that was cool. With Thunder, they did the hologram thing and they saw him, they saw like the fake Black Lightning running down the street, and obviously then that means that Jeff is not Black Lightning. But I thought that she kind of had a change of heart, or not change of heart, but she realized that it probably wasn't Jeff, and she just didn't want to believe that it was Jeff. So she tried to get in touch with the ASA again, but then they were like, no, your only job is to observe. Okay, so just do that, and we'll deal with everything else. But yeah, the problem, and this is the thing, a lot of black artists are out here and they really can't catch breaks because of other black artists. Like, and it's not just because of the other black artists, because of white people, obviously. It starts from them, but then it's like the space is so small for black artists to come in under other black artists. And then it's like because of the whole white supremacy thing, and it all goes back to that. It all goes back to that. A lot of times people of color, black people specifically, feel like they have to compete against one another in order to get noticed because they feel like there's not enough room for all of them in a white world, which part of it is true, but then the other part is like, no, okay, we need to really like think about these things before we get out there and say, oh, there's not enough room. You can easily bring somebody up under you if you really want to see people of color succeed. um, and get out of this mindset that there isn't enough room. There is enough room for all of us to be successful. We just have to establish our own businesses, establish our own like ways of getting income and stuff. I just thought that it was, I just thought that was something interesting to point out. Now, you see cyanide skin when it is a color. Oh yeah, yeah, that was actually interesting because she fought Anissa fought Cyanide, that crazy chick with the guns that works for Tobias, and she like she like cut her, and it was like I don't know, some type of crazy green. It was like there was like green light in her skin or some shit. It was like gross, or like inside her body, like fused into her system, or like maybe she had been taking it, or maybe she's like one of the test subjects or something. It's cool. It's so gross. Wait, is that true? Black Panther surpasses. Well, that you know what? Black Panther better get a damn Oscar next year. They better get a damn Oscar if they are not nominated for best screen, like everything. And then the actors, if I don't see Chadwick, if I don't see Lupita and homegirl who plays Shuri, I want like come on, you're a little bit late to the party, ma'am. We already talked about Beyonce. Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce. Oh, I didn't see the Queen Supreme Court. I was gonna watch it again. It was interesting the last time. Although, what the hell, freaking Tiffany needs to calm down a little bit sometimes. She'd be a little bit too much. Just like I don't know some of the things that she says. Um. Oh yes, they definitely need to get up for costumes. I don't know Sinai's story. I really want to know though, because I feel like it might be really, really interesting. I really want to know what makes Sinai tick. Um, I forgot about the Queen Supreme Court and gag order. But anyway, yeah, let's move into some stupid celebrity gossips shit. Now, hold on. I think what you're talking about is actually on Twitter. So yes, Chloe had her baby, her child as a daughter. So her name is True Jackson, VP. No, I'm kidding. True Thompson. Um, and yeah, and her father, I just feel bad because she gonna have a good for nothing father. I mean, he's gonna take care of her, obviously, but I mean, like he cheated, and I mean, I'm not gonna put it. Obviously, we saw it coming. He cheated on his ex girlfriend with Chloe. So honestly, what did you expect? I mean, it's so stupid that you get with these guys or these people in general who are dating somebody already and then they date you and then you wonder why like a year later or so you catch them cheating on you with someone else. But anyway, did y'all see the sex tape though? No, I did not because I don't do that. I'm not trying to see that. Now, Chloe knew he'd cheat. That TMZ video was from October. True. I know they've been calling him Tristan third trimester. uh, hey, the next generation of Kardashians gone black. If every except for but Ray's white as hell. Stop. It's so true. I mean, except for Courtney is the only one who had kids with a white man. The rest of them had kids with black men. I mean Kylie, like it's, oh god, the season 20 of like Keeping Up with the Kardashians is gonna be like, you know, it's stupid. Anyway, we're not spending a lot of time on that. Although a lot of people are saying that it's all orchestrated by none other than the greatest mother in the world, Kris Jenner. Listen, I don't really care. I don't give a damn because I don't watch them. I don't keep up with them. The only reason why I'm talking about it is because somebody mentioned it just now in the comments. I really couldn't care less about the stupid Kardashians and what they decide to do and what they don't decide to do or what they have planned for their show because I don't watch it, because I don't watch them, because I don't keep up with them. I am somebody who does not keep up with the Kardashians and I want to keep it that way. Anyway, um, now with the Queen's Supreme Court And the gag order. I did not watch the gag order. Why? Because I'm really not here for Kaya. She's too problematic. She really honestly is. And she just does, you know, there's one thing to have no filter, but there's another thing to be completely disrespectful and completely problematic. And I feel like she just doesn't know where like the lines, she doesn't know where the lines are. Like there are no lines in her vision, in her field of view. And I'm just not going to give her my views. I'm not going to, not at all. And the Queen Supreme Court is noticeably doing a lot better than the gag order. Although you do get some stupid people who go onto Queen Supreme Court and is like, "Oh, Team Kaya, Team Kaya." I'm like, "You stupid as hell." First of all, you're giving her your money because you're giving her your views and you're commenting. So like, you were here watching the Queen Supreme Court instead of watching gag order with Kaya. So why the hell are you even there? That's so stupid. I mean, how do, these stands are the oh god, I just can't stand it. Anyway, so there's that, and I mean that's pretty much it. I really don't. There's nothing else to really talk about. Um, oh, excuse me. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So wait, first of all, what is with it with people posing as professionals in order to do like in order to get perks, in order to do things and actually like selling it for all like this guy in Delhi in India, like he posed as a doctor for like 5 months so that he can get into like political events and stuff. I was like, really, really, like I mean, the time that it takes for a lot of these people to come up with these things, you could literally go to med school and get a like actual degree, get like an actual certification. Like it doesn't make any sense. Um, oh, so I'm like in the trending topics of Twitter, mostly because somebody sent me a message on Twitter. Somebody sent me a DM. Not a, do you call it a DM on the? Well, anyway, they inboxed me. Um, so because I was like going back and forth with one of my subscribers. His name is Joseph. He has I think it's like what Dinah, what no something. What the hell is the name of the? It's Joseph loves 5H. Okay, so that's his at. And we were going back and forth because he said that he went on a date or something, and it, yeah. So I replied to it, and we were acting like pretty much like I was the one that he went on the date with, and it was just for fun or whatever. Why did I get somebody blowing up my DMs like, "Who? Oh, you're dating?" I'm like, no. Did you see like the stuff that we were saying back and forth? First of all, he lives in Australia, so there is no possible way that I could be dating. Like this is so stupid. Why the heck do you think that it's a? Oh God, people take things way too seriously. Like we were obviously joking. Um, but yeah, no. And then somebody, asked me like, "Oh, would you actually date a subscriber?" I'm like, I mean, I don't know. And there's always long distance. That's too long. Australia, please. Never. But yeah, no. The longest distance I've ever had was like one state or two states. It was like it's like New York, and it's not that far. Like it was like 2 hours away, so it wasn't that bad. But I mean, hey, there's all. Wow, that's good. Little Mix does better with selling albums anyway than Fifth Harmony does. Anyway, I'm gonna go. We're at an hour. Okay, I only said that I would be well. I said to myself, I didn't say it to y'all. I said that I will only be on here for an hour, and it's about to be an hour in about 10 seconds. So I hope everybody has a great day. We'll get into some other topics the next time that I live stream. I don't know when that's actually going to be because I'm going to be a little bit busy this week. But it was great chatting with you guys. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff like we always do. We can never really stay on topic. I really need to do better with that. But there's always so many like thoughts going through my head, and there's always different things that I want to talk about. So then it's like I end up like talking about everything at the same time. But anyway, take care, you guys. How do you? Okay, see the fact that I can't ever figure out how to actually